What?
Can you do titles on that one?
This is with YouTube. It's the YouTube app.
Okay. Oh, so you go live.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I already got 9 people on.
Pardon me?
I had 9 people on. That's weird. Hello, everybody.
And I've bought and sold them since then. But now I
can see. There we go. Hi, everybody. Paul Hindmarsh will be coming on soon. Right behind me is Clark Burdett.
Yeah, they
Let's see.
I like that more than the
Clark.
Although I have a full form.
And we got Scotty Buford. Got that right?
Burford.
Yeah.
That's all right. A lot of Americans say Buford.
You know what? It's my ADD has a little bit of dyslexia in it, so I say people's names wrong all the time.
That's all good.
Yeah, I know I'm talking to though. Hello, somebody's yeah. Hello to Texas. Hi, Alan. How's it going? This should be really good. And then Patrick Ramirez from the group.
From Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Hey, so yeah, somebody was just from Texas. Live chat there. He's from Texas too, Alan. Let me show you the unit. Let's see. Let's see. Zoom in right there.
So yeah, it's kind of funny hearing
Right there. And there's Paul. He's getting ready. Oh, I didn't want to sit on you. Back here.
I'm flown all over the world.
So.
And now that I don't have to, I don't want to. But there's some other reasons why I took the route. Sort of, except that.
Eric Jr. Broadbent. Yeah, oh, looks like we're about ready to go. Here. Greetings.
I drove out here and I'll be here the whole time. Well, I'll be honest.
It's pretty exciting.
Hello, everybody. Hey, how's everybody doing? Good. I recognise some familiar faces. Out there. So I'm Paul Hindmarsh, and I'm here today to talk about the new Pod Go. But first of all, I'm going to play a little song, and then we'll get straight to it. This mic over a little bit. So that's you guys listening to Pod Go. So this is a very young looking audience, so you may not remember 1998.
Come on.
Give me 1 second. Oi.
Great song.
Yeah. Right. Technical glitch there. So in 1998, does anybody remember? Anybody have the original Pod? Yeah, pretty much all of it. I remember as a fresh-faced young guy working in a music store, coming back from my lunch break and seeing it in the window of the shop and buying it purely because it meant that I didn't have to upset my parents, upset my neighbours, and all of a sudden I could record great quality guitar sounds. So that was 22 years ago, and since then there's been all of these different incarnations of the pod. I got a lot older and got grey hair and everything, and all of these pods came out. And now we have this one here. So this is Pod Go. So in essence, the most important thing about this is the sound. It's all new models for Pod. It's taken from the HX series of modelers. So that's models like the component modeling that we've heard on a bunch of different products. So let me just find a couple of examples of that. So if we think about component modeling and how detailed that is now, back in those old days, it used to play softly, it didn't used to respond quite as well, like all the notes used to sound the same. But now, I can take something like a JTM sound, and it's now really dynamic. I can play quieter, turn the volume down. I'm almost back to a clean sound there. So that's a JTM sound. Line 6 Litigator is another popular amp for us. That's not a Litigator. 1 second. Again, another Dynamics amp. Some great quality, just basic amp sounds there. And then maybe last but not least, with a solo head. Cool, big sounds out of the little box. So that's not just the HX modelling that we've brought over. You'll also see that over the last few years, we've, I'd say, invented a few things, but we certainly led the way with a bunch of different things like multicoloured foot switches, so that you know at a glance exactly what type of effect is sitting on that foot switch. So even if you're not familiar with Line 6 gear, you've probably heard people like me talk repeatedly that green is delay, blue is modulation. We've been hammering it home now for quite some time. And it works really well. It's a great visual aid on stage, and it's just kind of fun to play with. So Pod Go has multicolored LED foot switches, and you can see in the LCD screen there as well. It's really clear as to what effects are on there as well. You can see the purple there. So we're kind of trying to move away as much as possible with technology from going in deep diving into menus and scrolling across pages and down pages. Let's make it all color coded and let's make it kind of fun to interact with. Okay. So one of the other things that we brought over, apart from the colour-coded foot switches and the sort of 5 rotary pots underneath it to avoid the menus, was Snapshots. Now Snapshots is a great way, move through some presets again, it's a great way of having 4 different sounds sitting within one preset. So a lot of the time I'll tend to use the same sort of amp model, but maybe for a solo sound I just want some more delay, I maybe want some top end added to that sound, or a bit more drive. I can actually do that with using Snapshots and just sit in one preset all the time. So if I ever want to change the delay setting, it's just one delay setting in that pedal. So let's have a listen to some of the effects using Snapshots. And I don't know if you can see my foot clearly, but you can see I'm on Snapshot B most of the time here. And this will just be the dry amp sound. And when I switch to Snapshot A, it's going to add in a whole bunch of extra effects and make it a lot more wet sounding. This is a Who What amp. So you can get some really cool sort of big type sounds there. Maybe a little thing you heard before. I'm going to take a placator model, and Snapshot 1 is going to bring in a grey flanger. So again, component model versions of all those kind of classic effects. Something a bit cleaner. I've deliberately put all of the tremolos really, really wide, so if anybody starts to feel sick when I'm, there's a lot of pulsating between speakers, so I apologise for that if that's the case. Just nice, big, rich. That sounds like an amp, doesn't it? It's a really nice ampy sort of sound. Something clean or something metal? Metal. I was hoping you weren't going to say that. It's not my forte, however. So let's see what I've got. Let's go for drop D. So this is the Ubersonic amp. Again, a great one for playing softly. It's almost clean. Almost. Well, it's a lot cleaner. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to add one of the double track things. So hopefully it should sound like two guitars. It's going to pan my guitar and add a little bit of a delay to a guitar. So hopefully it sounds like two sort of big guitars. Do you want more metal or something clean?
Clean.
Clean, yay! So how about, what else have I got in my box of tricks? So this is an AC30 type sound. Big reverb.
I've heard it said
I can switch off a whole bunch of different things and add in a nasty fuzz. And you see the switching between them is seamless because I'm not having to reload a preset. There is no click, there's no space, there's no latency as I go between those. So again, that's something else we've integrated from the rest of the HX modelers. Close enough. Okay, so the interface on pod is really straightforward. You can see we've got the signal path along the top. This is player view. This is where you would go out and you would do gigs. This is how you're going to switch through all of your different presets. Obviously, you can name all your presets and everything as well. And it's where you're going to find snapshots. You can also go into edit view for when you're creating all your different presets. Now, in PodGo, you have 9 different blocks. So 5 of those blocks are already preloaded with go-to effects. You're always going to have an amp model. You're always going to have a cab model. You're always going to have an EQ block. You're always going to have a volume and a wah. So you can change different types of volume. You can change different types of wah. You can change all the different types of amp model, but it's always going to be an amp block. The remaining 4 blocks you can do whatever you want with, along with modulation effects, reverb, delays. And when you're on that page, that's going to look like that. So on any of those flex blocks, you basically scroll along vertically, horizontally along and then vertically down. So it's really quick and easy to get to all those different sounds that you want to be able to get to. Okay, around the back, it's all pretty straightforward, exactly what you would expect. There is a stereo effects loop on there as well, and that's the returns on that can be configured as an extra auxiliary input. And one of the other nice features that we've added to that is the amp out. So the amp out jack will be exactly the same as the main output, but you can switch it to take a tap off just before the cab block. So it means that you can run your amp sound straight into a traditional amplifier that you have on stage, but you're actually, your front of house is going to be the one with the speaker model. And what I should also say about the speaker modeling is you can actually load impulse responses into here as well. So you can load third-party IRs like, you know, from Owen Hammer or any of those great companies that are out there. USB on there as well. So you have 4 channels of USB audio for reamping, obviously, as well as just your normal sort of straight through 1 and 2. And there will be a Podgo edit software as well, which will probably look very similar to the way Helix native looks at the moment. So that is Podgo. I think I'll play one more song using Snapshots. And thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next 3 minutes. Or longer, however long it takes us to find the preset. I should also say we've actually added the legacy effects into there as well. So I always was a big fan of the M series effects, the auto filter on there. So it's great to be able to get back to that and use that again. Okay. If anybody has any questions, feel free to come up to me and ask us, and any of the guys as well. Okay, cheers.
I do have one more call. The amp